Today's episode is brought to you by both Jolly Gear and SkyGOAT. Listen through the episode to win either a free pair of gloves, a neck gaiter, or a beanie from SkyGOAT, and we offer discount codes for both of them. Thanks Jolly Gear and SkyGOAT for sponsoring this episode. Today's episode is going to cover the last stretch of our hike on the TMB, the Tour Du Mont Blanc. The last episode, we started in Les Ouches, France, and we got to Courmayeur, Italia. So today we're going to pick up in Courmayeur and get back to France. And we have someone here in the intro. Do you want to say anything?
Hi. I'm sorry if I'm fat kid breathing.
This is the first intro you've ever been in.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
It's a little more spontaneous.
A little bit. Okay. Let's hit the trail. What's going on, family, trail family, Tramily?
We're your host.
We're your hosts. Who are you?
I'm Base Camp.
And I'm Yeti Legs. And you're listening to
Yeti.
Walks into Base Camp. Talking through hiking.
Whoa.
I
You just,
know.
Really ran past that.
I did.
Like a sprint.
So Base Camp is 7.5 months pregnant. And we are currently recording.
7 weeks and 2 days left, y'all. Kind of hope he comes early.
We're recording from sofas because she can't sit.
It's just painful
Yeah.
at this point.
And you may notice some fat kid breathing. That is unavoidable at this point.
Because this baby is just all over my organs. It's crushing my
true.
lungs.
That's true.
Y'all, this is a process anyway.
But we can't talk about the TMB without the other person who was like there with me doing it.
And that was me.
And that was you.
We are here.
I know. We're drinking Spindrifts.
Spindrifts are working.
They're
these
really
days.
good right now.
Man, the lemon Spindrift is like, this is like candy for me. It's so good.
But it's not really sweet.
No, there's zero sugar, zero fat, zero sodium, 1 gram of carbs,
It's 30 calories.
three calories.
Oh, I stuck a 0 in there. Sorry.
Whoa.
My bad.
Zero sugar,
0 sugar.
zero protein. I mean, the baby doesn't get anything out of this,
Don't get fuck all.
but I get satisfaction.
She's huge, y'all. She is.
Oh my gosh, I am so fat.
Yep.
I'm ready for this kid to be out so I can carry him on the outside. I'm done carrying him in the inside.
That'll be nice, won't it?
It'll be so wonderful.
She wants to go do the last 20 of the AZT with the kid.
Yeah. I mean, I think it'll happen.
We could
We're
do
just
that.
going to have to figure it out.
And go slow.
Logistics. Yeah.
It could be a 3-day.
Maybe a 4-day. We'll see. I don't know.
Especially with the drive, right?
Oh God, the drive.
Mm-hmm.
It was a painful drive. We might have to fly with the kid.
Yes, it was a painful one, but it would be nice to finish it.
People fly with newborns all the time.
And I can duct tape together like 6 trekking poles fully extended and touch the terminus.
So you're going to bring 6 trekking poles with you?
Might be worth it to touch it.
With the baby?
Who knows?
Yeah. But we'll see.
But
Anyway.
we're not talking about the baby or
No,
the
we're
AZT
talking about
today.
TMB.
Talking about that.
Y'all, the TMB was magical.
I know. She's been daydreaming about it.
Well, it popped up on my my pictures.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's been listening to me. It's very possible in this day and age.
It very well could have been listening.
It's like, oh, TMB. Well, let's pull up your pictures. And I was looking at them and I was like, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful.
It was, wasn't it?
Stunning. So yes, we left off in Courmayeur.
Which is a little town in Italia.
And it's a fairly like bigger town for the TMB, I would say.
It's big town, small city.
Yeah. Like we can walk pretty much everywhere there.
Courmayeur is like this old village, and it was sleepy. They do like a siesta thing midday, and so whenever,
Like most Europeans.
yeah, when we got to the village, the town, whatever, not a lot was open, and we found this like pizza place / bar / coffee shop, because even the visitor center, the VC, was closed whenever we were there, which is pretty funny. But we didn't have a place to stay, so we needed to find a spot and book it. So we needed a location with Wi-Fi because we had no service. So we go to this little like cafe thing. We tap into the Wi-Fi. We get pizza, and then they close down like after we order.
Yeah, they shut down at like 2.
At like 2 or 3 something.
Because we got in fairly early, I thought.
Yeah, it wasn't in the evening. But, and that's where we found the little like hotel thing that you found with the Parisian guy behind the desk. The guy was the best word to describe him.
He was Parisian.
He is Parisian pretentious.
Yes. And there is a thing, and we may offend some people, but this is just an assumption I've lived with for a long time. I've been to Paris
And this is our experience.
Yeah. I've been in Paris probably 5 times now. And there's a difference between Parisians and the rest of France. The Parisians are very stuck up. They don't want you speaking French to them at all. I've tried it anytime I go to Paris, and they literally look at me like I'm the worst person ever.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah. They judge my French. Yes. Like the Switzerland people did. And so I've always experienced Paris being a place of.
At least you're trying.
Well, yeah, but they don't see it that way. They're insulted by the fact that I'm trying.
Wow.
But everywhere else in France, the villages, the towns, everyone's so nice. And so
yeah.
I would say if all you've ever been to is Paris in France, do not let that be your meter for France. It's like New York for the rest of the USA. So yes, we run into like the guy that's our maître d' is a Parisian man who's very, very.
What does that mean?
Maître d'?
Yeah.
Maître d'? Isn't that the person that like checks you in, like the concierge?
I don't know.
Oh, I could be wrong. Well, the concierge.
He's the dude behind the desk to me.
The front desk check-in guy.
The dude behind the front desk.
Why was he so stuck up his ass? What was it that happened? Didn't something happen?
Because he needed my passport, and it was like balls deep in my backpack, and he had to wait on me to pull it out.
That's right. He even went,
like, what do you want?
Like he literally sighed as Wesley was trying to get his passport out.
Yeah, I had it in a little waterproof thing in my backpack. Chill the fuck down, bro. Like,
and I feel like he even made a comment too, like, please take your time or something. Like he was just very, 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 very impatient. And I think he was about to close up and go on his siesta or something.
I don't give a fuck. Just check us in, please.
Yeah.
And do it without attitude.
Yes.
But anyways, he did check us in. Thank God. I finally, after making him wait all of 3 minutes to get it out of my backpack when nobody else was there. It was literally just
I think it's because he was about to go on his break.
Sure.
I think that's why he was so hoity-toity.
It was a cute hotel.
It was adorable.
Though. It was.
And the room was really nice.
It looked out over the town village.
Yeah. It was a cute little room. But I feel like that hotel was expensive. Wasn't it? Or was it that they didn't have availability the next night? Because we only booked it for one night.
They didn't have it the next night. So we were there for our cute little one night, walked to a little local pizzeria that someone had said to go to.
Yes. And it was a walk too. It was like a good 1.5 mile walk or something.
It was. And we saw a fox on the walk. You remember that?
We did. I do remember that.
I was starting to feel a little crappy at this point. Not stomach bug, just like
head cold, I think.
General malaise.
You had a head cold.
Head cold or something.
Well, and I think we had only booked one night because we were going to get back on trail the next day.
We were going to.
We were going to until you started to feel bad.
Yeah, we got pizza at the place. It was freaking awesome. You could tell it was like the local hangout.
It was so fun. And we got like a whole carafe of wine for like $5.
I mean, as you do in Italy.
And it was so good.
As it is. I started to feel like crap when we were having dinner. Then we walked back. And
then you really started feeling like crap.
After us, I really started feeling like crap. I took a shower and all that. And we woke up the next day and I was like, I don't think I can hike today.
Yeah. And so we did look to see if we could rebook that hotel. And I think either it was going to be really expensive for what it was or it wasn't available. It was one or the other. But I went ahead and looked for other accommodations. And we did find this adorable little hotel. It was like
on the other side of town.
It was on the other side of town, which was a good mile or two, I think. I feel like I'm giving it grids. I don't know. But it was a walk.
The fat kid breathing is cracking me up.
Y'all, this is just when this kid is just moving a lot in here.
And one devastating thing that had happened to me whenever we were going down from the Col de la Croix de Bonhomme is that my Black Diamond carbon cork trekking poles, one of them snapped in half. So I only had one trekking pole. And I'm not a one trekking pole guy, I'm a two.
That is true.
I was looking for a spot in town to find a replacement. And whenever we walked to our new hotel, we had to walk by a La Sportiva shop.
Yeah.
I'd never seen one of them before. But isn't it Italian?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it made sense that there was one in town.
Yeah.
And that's where I found my lovely trekking poles that I loved for a bit, and then I accidentally broke them because they were like the Z poles, and I overextended them.
You see, okay, what you don't know about Wesley is he's very hard on his poles.
I am.
He like when he's hiking, he is like, it's like he's on a mission, and he is like don't with his trekking poles. Like I had the same trekking poles for 5 years, because I bought them in 21 before we did the PCT.
Mm-hmm.
I had them for 5 years, and you know how they broke? Loba and a dog ran into me and cracked it.
That's true.
Not me.
That's true.
But Wesley has gone through multiple pairs.
I go through my poles. What can I say?
Yeah, you just really like hitting that ground hard.
Well, now I use the aluminum poles so that it's not
You're a
an
little
issue.
more gentle.
A little bit more gentle with them. It's true.
Well, I do remember when we got to that hotel, we had bought, so we went to an Italian grocery store, and we got pasta, and we got tomato sauce
And soup
for Wesley, and then wine.
and then wine.
But didn't we stay there for 2 more days?
I think we stayed there 2 nights. So one more full day.
I think we did.
And then we got up early that last day, and they had this really sweet breakfast.
Dude, they had such a spread. It was awesome.
I know. And so we definitely like gorged ourselves on that before.
Mm-hmm.
After resting the whole day, and then the day we got up to like leave town, we gorged ourselves. They had this really like fancy espresso machine. You remember that?
Uh-huh.
And like this is an old like chalet looking hotel.
It was cute.
So it's kind of cool. They have this really old like hardwood decor on the inside. So imagine that, and then having a cute little breakfast before hiking back out into the French, Italian, Swiss Alps. Can you imagine?
Oh, it was magical. Yeah. I can't imagine because we did it.
I know. The day that we left Cormillot was like the leaves were all in senesce. Like they were all changing, and they were yellows and reds.
It was beautiful.
You remember that day?
It was magical. And then we were climbing. I remember we were climbing. And this is the thing, you learn is if you're going to go down in anything like this, you're going to go up when you get out of town. You always go down into town and go up after town.
It's never just flat.
It's never just flat.
No.
Not even the AZT was.
No. The AZT was far from flat. Like shockingly.
Misconception.
Dude, misadvertising.
Yeah, like I thought the AZT was a desert. No.
Well, deserts have mountains.
Well, okay.
Sky Islands.
Touche.
Yeah.
So I remember it was a beautiful day.
It was. And there was a lot of folks out like doing their day hikes. I found like a little like cattle horn on the side of the trail. So I picked that up, and it was really cool.
You and your like skeletal collections.
Look, it's cool stuff.
We get out of Cormillot.
Lots of climbing, lots of glaciers that we could see too.
Gorgeous on our
left-hand side.
Mm-hmm.
But they are receding. You can see where they used to be. And thanks to climate change / global warming, they are dying at a pretty rapid pace. I want to say it's like, I'm just spitballing, but inches a day or something like that.
I remember we talked in Argentière to the restaurant owner, and he was saying that like since 1990s,
Mm-hmm.
he was saying how it's been like rapidly melting.
That's sad. So go see them while you still can, folks.
Because they're going to be gone.
Yeah. But then you'll be contributing to your carbon footprint that makes them die quicker by flying to. You can't win. You can't win. No, you can't win. But we did end up camping at one of the refuges this evening. So it was a lot of climbing, and then we descended to a trailhead, which we didn't see many trailheads on this thing.
No.
But then we climbed back up and out of that trailhead to a refuge, and this thing is locked up for the season, right? But they do have one of the winter areas for people to stay at. But it was in the basement, and it felt very much like
it felt creepy AF,
like an old bunker, right?
Yeah, I was like, we are not staying in here. I'd rather just camp outside because it's gorgeous. Like it is gorgeous. Like
Yeah.
this thing is on this overlook where you can just hear waterfalls. And I mean, it looks like a Lord of the Rings landscape. Like
It
you're
really
just,
did.
it was beautiful.
Versus the basement that had a couple of ratty cots,
Some spiders.
one long mirror, and a bottle of unopened German liqueur.
We couldn't quite figure that one out. It was like someone just leave that for people to drink.
In case it got cold. I don't know.
I don't know, but
So we pitched.
We decided to pitch. And there were a couple options. Like we could have gone a little bit further out to this ledge.
Yeah.
We voted for closer to the refuge.
Because it was protected from the wind.
Because it was protected from the, that's right.
Well, and we weren't really supposed to be camping out there.
No, it's in Italy, it's very, very illegal to wild camp.
It is very, very frowned upon.
Very, very frowned upon.
I don't know if it's illegal.
I thought it was.
Either way, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But we did it. But I would do it again. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
And we weren't the only people with the same idea.
No, because next thing we know,
As the sun is like going down, it's kind of dark and eerie outside.
yeah,
You can see a couple. Do they have a dog?
I don't remember.
Anyway, it was a couple, and they were pitching a tent like 300 feet away from us, like really close to
On the ledge.
The ledge.
Yeah, where we were looking at pitching.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more exposed, so I'm glad we didn't pitch there.
Yeah, but that made me sleep so much better that night.
No,
So
and
I was
someone
like,
was
oh,
there?
thank God, someone else is pitching a tent. It wouldn't just be us.
No, definitely not.
And we were shocked to see someone out there pitching a tent because like no one was out there. I slept great that night because of that.
Did we bring out like downloads of stuff to watch when we were there?
It's very possible we did that because when you were sick, we were binge watching stuff.
What were we watching?
Oh, who even knows? Oh, wait. We were watching that Sandman.
We
show.
finished that in Mexico.
Did we finish that in Mexico?
I thought we did. It's kind of a creepy show.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's a little trippy. That couple was gone when we woke up, though.
But we caught them.
But we did catch them. We had to hike by like through this little. Okay, so this is the day that we camped just before like Champay.
Yes.
Was the other town after Champay?
No, the town where they were La Foule, where they had their big horns.
That was before Champay?
That was before Champay because this is where we went. We went into that town and that couple was there and we went to the restaurant for lunch.
That's right.
La Foule. So this is when we went into La Foule.
So this is the next day.
Yeah, but we caught this couple. Did we go into the woods? Or were we at pure alpine the whole time into La Foule?
There was a lot of tree line.
There was a lot of tree line in this, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Look at my memory. I remembered that. But yes, we caught this couple. And they were actually kind of close to our age.
Yep. And La Foule is in Switzerland. So at some point during the day, you like transition from Italy to Switzerland, right?
Yes. In between this world of the refuge to La Foule.
And Switzerland has a lot of cows, like more cows than any of the three countries.
And unfortunately, Switzerland for us rubbed us the wrong way.
It was the people. It wasn't the trail or the country.
No. The country was beautiful. The people were
very Parisian.
They think they were better. Like there was just this weird energy of looking down upon us because we smelled and we looked dirty is what I felt.
Yeah.
And they all spent a lot of money. Like they did. Like the couple we ran into, they were decked out in like very expensive hiking gear.
They definitely had it. Nice watches, the whole shebang. And we caught them at this little restaurant in the town or the village of La Foule. And we really wanted to go there and get fondue because we saw all these people. Like the place was packed on the inside, and outside area had a bunch of long tables, communal tables. And there were a lot of folks doing fondue, but everybody was like dressed up. And then we saw the hiking couple there still kind of dressed up even though they were hiking, which is interesting.
Like they didn't even look dirty.
Yeah, they did not look dirty. And they were like doing the thing and talking to other people. And all we could really afford was some coffees.
It was all because everything was so expensive.
Dude, the fondue was like 50 or 60 euros.
Euros, which is like $75
And I'm like,
US.
I can't justify paying that.
Yeah, I remember you were like, I can't do that.
So we went, we had our little coffees there. It was cute, but we felt out of place because people kept staring at us.
Yeah, they kept staring at us. That was the other piece to this. It was just feeling really uncomfortable.
It was. But we ended up going to like the little grocery store below this restaurant, and we got
the great grocery store.
Dude, the grocery stores are crushing it.
We did our resupply,
and we got some lunch there.
Yeah, we did. We had a great lunch. Wasn't it like sandwiches or something, like fresh sandwiches?
Totally. And more pasta and sauce.
And wine.
And some beer.
We did beer this time.
I saw pictures of beer.
Because Switzerland has great beer.
They do. And they have Alp horns. Do you remember that? We saw the guys blowing the Alp horns.
Yes, the Alp horns. Yes. So we stumble when we get into La Folie.
They're like big ass human sized trumpets.
Yeah, we stumble into this like magical land, almost like Babes in Toyland. Like it was this, like these men were dressed up in these little Swedish garb and they had those huge long horns. And they were all playing, and people were standing there watching them play. And I was like, "Wow, what a way to, like enter a town."
I know.
It was cool.
They were welcoming us, even though they didn't want to welcome us because we were stinky.
I wonder if all those people were staring at us because I wonder if people were super intrigued that we were doing the trail.
Well, we were
because we were out of season.
We were out of season, so they could have been. Actually,
they could have been like, "Whoa, why are these people doing the trail?"
That is a real possibility.
Like, this is out of season. It's winter.
The Jolly Gear motto is "Where fun meets functional," and the owner Jolly truly wears that motto on his sleeve. Blending the comfort of a button-down with the sun protection of a sun shirt, Jolly Gear creates tops and dresses from an 84% polyester, 16% spandex blend that dries quickly and offers antimicrobial properties. With color patterns like Disco Leopard, Kaleidoscope, Pool Party, and Trail Madness, you can expect only the most epic of double takes when walking by hikers on a trail with your Jolly Gear on. When we hiked the PCT in 2022, we made it to Burney Falls only to have our sun shirts literally dissolving on our bodies. We reached out to Jolly Gear and he, free of charge, expedited 2 matching Casa orange sun shirts to us in Redding, California. We finished the trail in those shirts and still have them to this day. Marie especially loved the ponytail hole in the back of the hood that allowed for sun protection without discomfort when she wanted to stick a bun or a ponytail through it. You can snag 15% off of your order at jollygear.com by using the code YETI at checkout. That's YETI at checkout to get 15% off of your entire purchase at jollygear.com. Crafted by a thru hiker for anyone who loves to go for a walk outside, check out jollygear.com to outfit your next hike with some high personality sun protection where fun meets functional. Thank you, Jolly, for sponsoring this episode and this podcast. Those people, boy. But we had a cool campsite this night. You leave La Folie and you climb up a bit more. You climb as you do. But we were climbing up through this area that was like known for mushroom foraging.
Yes, and we were in the forest.
That?
Yes.
And we were in the forest. It was like wet.
You were so green. Excited.
Oh, it was beautiful, man.
You were like, look at all these mushrooms. Did we end up getting some mushrooms?
I didn't pull any mushrooms.
No.
Because I didn't know enough about the mushrooms in the area.
Okay.
But they had these little wood carvings of mushrooms on poles as we're climbing up the trail, right? And they had this facility dedicated to mushrooms, but we didn't go to it. And I doubt it was even open.
It probably wasn't. Nothing. The thing we learned about this entire trip is nothing was open in the out of season unless you're in like Chamonix or Comer, like the bigger towns.
And there was a town that we hiked by before we got to camp this night.
Teeny tiny town.
I don't remember the name because it was so small.
It was so small, like you could blink and walk through it.
but the trail like takes you by a pub or a bar.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go inside so bad.
Why didn't we?
I don't think you wanted to.
Was it because of money or?
It could have been. I just wanted to go and get toasty.
Was it cold? Might have been cold. You know me when we're hiking. I'm like, no, we got to get to a campsite.
Yeah. And we did have like beers and food with us. So
I think that's why we didn't. Because it was like, well, we need to eat what we have.
And we did just like spend 3 days in Courmayeur.
That's right. We spent a lot of money in Courmayeur.
Yeah.
So I think there was that like, well, do we just eat our dinner or do we go spend more money?
So we did not go spend more money. We ate our dinner after hiking by the mushroom statues. And we ended up camping.
Mushroom statues.
We ended up camping. Yeah,
oh my God, this is when we camped at the most terrifying spot.
Dude, it's like a climber cave. It's like a cave, right? But there's a huge little like mountain thing around the cave that climbers come and climb.
Yeah. What was it called? It's called a certain thing.
I don't remember.
No. I mean, but what's the term for a huge rock face like that? I don't know, but it's a massive rock face. I mean, it's huge.
Like in the middle of the forest.
In the middle of nowhere. And there's no other campsites around there. And it's getting dark.
But there are multiple campsites in front of this cave rock thing.
Multiple. And it's getting dark. And I had creepy vibes about this place. But we decided to go ahead and pitch there.
And it's October 30th.
And
so like the day before Halloween.
Yes. It was terrifying.
Was it that terrifying though?
It was creepy because there was like a door. Remember there was like a door into the rock face or something, like a mining thing?
Yeah, but it was a solid metal door with like a little bit of grating so you can see through it, but the sucker was locked.
Still, I'm like, this is like some Camp Monsters bullshit where something just like comes popping out of the rock face, and kills us.
I guess it could have.
That's how it felt to me.
But it did not.
No, but I slept really well that night.
Because we ate a huge carby dinner of pasta.
I mean, I guess so, but it was just interesting how like I actually wasn't freaked out once I fell asleep. I was like, yeah, whatever.
No, it's cozy there.
It was very quiet.
I was looking at pictures and we purchased some green onions and we would cut them up and put them in our pasta.
Oh man, it was so good.
I think you had wine and I had some dark beers.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Lake Champlain?
Oh yes.
Which is like, there's a lake there called that, but this is a little village.
Well, and I remember this like us. Okay, so you climb up to Lake Champlain actually, because it's this cute little mountain town. It's like this little resort area.
Yeah, and some like war stuff happened here because they've got cannons like on display.
It was so weird. But I just remember I was really looking forward to Lake Champlain, and I don't know why. I think I was just like, oh my gosh, this cute little magical town in the middle, like nestled in the mountains, because you have to climb up into it.
It is nestled.
And it's not in the Alpine. It's in forest. It's like kind of in this tree area. So we climb, and you can start to see the town in the distance, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, it's going to be so cute. And like, we had debated, should we stay there or not? And just enjoy Lake Champlain.
But of course we did not.
But when we got there, it was a dead town.
Everything's closed.
Everything is closed for the winter.
We had to wait for the grocery store to open.
And then we decided to hang out because it was cold that day.
There was this... We're doing less breweries on this trail and more cafes on this trail
because that's what's available.
Happens to be what's open and available. So we did go to a cafe for a morning coffee and a little pastry.
You loved your pastries there.
Oh,
they're really cute.
They're so good.
And they were cute.
I ended up finding one that looked like a little like gingerbread man thing.
You were so happy about it.
Yeah, but it was bread. It wasn't a cookie, which is amazing, right?
It was bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was impressive. Man, the pastries in Europe just...
They know how to do it.
Everything about Europe's better.
We haven't nailed the pastries here.
Not like them. No. They won't give us their secrets.
The United States is known for other things. I don't call it America because America is all of North America, Central America, and South America. So I call it the United States.
Yes, because who are we to say we are America? It just shows our
ignorance.
Our ignorance. Because Canada is also America.
I know. But we also call bison buffalo. And there are no buffaloes here.
Whoa.
They're bison. Bon's bison.
Bon's bisons.
Mm-hmm. Champlain was not all it was cracked up to be.
So Champlain was not all it was cracked up to be. And it was a quiet town. And I didn't even think we could find a hotel that was open.
Probably not.
And they wouldn't let us camp, so.
Oh, hell no. They'd have kicked us out.
Yeah, there was just nothing to do there.
So we moved on.
So we moved on. And we waited for the grocery store to open to resupply to our next spot.
Yeah, because we were doing like short resupplies.
Like
so their
1.5
pack
days.
wasn't too heavy. Yeah.
That's why we'd be able to bring wine and beer. And
yeah, we're carrying all of our weight in liquor.
Yeah, that's what we were doing on that trail. Dude, so great though. Let's be honest.
We did 86 Switzerland this day. So we were only in Switzerland like 2 days total. And 86 just means we got rid of it. We finish our hike through like a really stink ass field of cow manure.
Yes.
We're climbing up high, and then you get to an alpine-ish ridge.
An alpine ridge.
And it takes you to another refuge.
And we were tired.
Do you remember this refuge?
Oh, do I remember this refuge?
I'll let you talk about it.
So I remember this point, we were tired. It's cold. And like it's getting overcast almost. Like it's just kind of not, it's just one of those gross days. And I think we were really cold this day. Like once we got up to the ledge, it was like freezing.
Yeah, the pictures showed us with a lot of layers on.
And my hands, I remember being really cold.
Yeah.
And we see that there's a refuge. So like we're hugging the ridge to the left. And, you know, we're kind of climbing as we're hugging the ridge. And we see that there's a refuge at the top of this climb. And
there are vehicles in front of the
and
refuge.
there's vehicles. And we're like, holy shit.
It must be open.
Yeah, maybe it's open. This is awesome. And we're still in Switzerland at this point. But we're like on the verge of France. Like we're
once
in the
you
border.
leave that refuge, you're pretty
now
much
in
out
France.
you're back into France.
Yeah, but you're in Switzerland still. We're like, oh man, maybe we'd be able to stay here because it's so effing cold. And we were looking at the map and there's nowhere to camp. Like nowhere to camp at all at this point. Like this is it, or you just keep going for a while. So we're like, shoot, the sun's going to be going down soon. So maybe we'll get lucky and, you know, maybe it's open. So we actually go into this refuge and there are people in there. We can't believe it.
They couldn't believe that we were there.
They could not believe we were there. And it was a older couple with 2 kids,
something like that.
1 kid. It was a couple. It was a family.
Yeah.
And the kids were older, like they're probably in their 20s, I guess, or maybe late teens. We try to talk to them and they're like, you can't stay here. Like they're very bluntly like, we're just doing renovations or something. I guess they owned it, the refuge.
Yeah. And they said that we can't cook you any food, but if you would like a drink, we can get you a drink.
We can give you a drink, but you need to keep going. It was a very, very blunt.
Yeah.
Just this is what's going to happen. And we couldn't even tent camp on the outside. They would not let us tent camp either.
No. And you tried to speak to them in French.
I tried to speak to them in French and the woman started correcting my French and just embarrassing me pretty much. Like the way she tried to correct me was just very embarrassing.
Fucking Swiss, man.
And I was like, damn, this is painful.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we were like, let's get out of here. Get out of this place. The refuge looked adorable.
It did. But they were obviously doing some renos. And by the time that we leave it,
The sun is
like we're in like the tail end of twilight. Like it's almost gone.
We're hitting twilight. So we're like, shit, we really are going to have to just like
This is Halloween night, by the way.
This is Halloween night. So we're like, we're going to have to barrel on ahead with our headlamps. And did we decide at this point, I think once we were at the refuge, we were looking at the map and we were like, you know what? Let's just go into Argentière.
Well, there's like a I guess a hotel complex, a hostel, something. There's something like right off trail.
Yes. There was this like hostel hotel thing right off trail.
But anything that we did was going to require us to hike for like another 2 hours in the dark.
But we just realized, okay, we just have to do it. Get up over this alpine stuff and try to get to this hotel. Mm-hmm. Well, we realize we're going to climb. And we're not just climbing. We are like bouldering.
Yeah, it's like some pretty intense stuff.
And it's dark.
To do at night, I would say.
It was pretty epic though. I'm not going to lie. Like the moon was full. We had our headlamps on. Wesley got an epic picture of me.
Oh yeah.
With my headlamp on.
And there you can see like a few other headlamps in the mountains surrounding you. So you're like, okay, we're not out here alone.
There's people out here climbing and
doing
hiking.
some epic shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was like, we were just like literally climbing on our hands and knees at times up this rock face. And then it levels out at some point. But there's like some sketchy areas up there. I remember that. Do you remember anything else about that climb?
Just that it was Halloween. And once we finally reached the top of the climb, the descent was probably the worst part.
It was awful.
You're not on actual trail. You were on designated path across rock. And it's kind of marked like here and there.
To look for the cairns. There were cairns.
Yeah, so you got to look for the markers. And yeah, it was just really steep all the way down to the road. It was about 1.5 miles, 2 miles of that steep, crunchy downhill. The road, so you either cross the road and you continue on the T and B, or you can go down the road a little bit and you reach that complex of like lodging. And that's what we were hoping to stay at. So we went into it. So we're doing a little bit of a road walk. We went into it and like the check-in.
Well, didn't we try to hitch? Because we were like, because it was a few miles to get into like that area.
No, we did not try and hitch. It was pitch black on Halloween. But it wasn't that far to that like lodging area, but they were completely locked up for the night.
They were donezo.
Like the office was closed. So we're like, well, fuck.
What do we do? I guess we go into Argentina.
I guess we keep going downhill into the little town that we can see the lights are on at.
And see if there's like a hotel or something we can stay at.
And there was no lodging, but there was a pizza place.
Well, we didn't know if there was lodging or not yet. We just went into the pizza place to get dinner.
Yeah, we didn't know, but it turns out there was no lodging.
That's what we found out.
Yeah.
But the pizza place was epic.
Oh, the pizza was really good. They had all the things that you could want. The guy, the owner slash server, he was all the things. He was the bartender.
Yes, he was the guy that's ringing people up, hostess. Was he making the food too? I don't even know.
I don't know. But
he was awesome.
I mean, we contributed to his business. We got like 2 pizzas.
We definitely paid him well.
We got a bottle of wine. We got some beer.
Probably 2.
Yeah. And by that point, there's like one other table in there. And we're talking to the guy and he's like, yeah, I can't believe that you still have so many gun deaths in America. Why don't you just ban the guns? I'm like, we feel the same way. Why don't we just ban
he said
guns?
It seems crazy to me that you guys like actually allow like AK-47s in your country. Like it was just interesting to talk to him about it from his perspective.
And I will say I am all for hunters being able to use guns, bows, whatever, to go and hunt.
But I don't think AK-47 should be legal.
No, assault rifles
that's ridiculous.
are unnecessary.
Very unnecessary. Who needs that? So yes, but we were talking to him at some point in the night. Like we had asked, like, do you know of any lodging around here? Because, you know, we again, this is where it gets difficult. We would tent camp in a heartbeat, right? Yeah. But when it comes to Europe, you have to know when to tent camp.
And he called 1 or 2 of the places.
And they were all closed up for the night.
Or booked.
And this sweet man, he like by the end of the night, we're just trying to figure out, shoot, do we go back on trail and camp? And he's like, you know what? Why don't you just stay here in my restaurant? And you know, I have an espresso machine, like you can make coffee in the morning. And then you can leave, but you can stay here if you want. It was very
he's
sweet.
like, just tidy up your things.
And we did. We stayed there. We literally crashed in like, he had these booths and we would have done the floor, but there were mice, I think, or something.
Who knows? But
so we decided to sleep in these little pews. Like, they were like.
Oh, it's just a booth. That's all it was.
Was it a booth?
Yeah, it's like long stretches of
booth. It was
booth.
long stretches of booth, but it looks like a pew to me because it's like, I don't know.
Church.
But
that's what we slept on in his cute little restaurant. It was really nice.
Yeah.
We woke up and had fresh espresso from his espresso machine.
Dude, we had so many of them too.
And we ended up leaving like more money for that.
We did.
We were using the guy's espresso. But we didn't hike this day. We actually took a bus back to Chamonix because we wanted to get lodging and slack.
It was Les Ouches. We stayed in Les Ouches.
Oh, we did.
At the Rocky Pop Hotel. So while we're trying to,
But our bus was to Chamonix because that's where we stayed.
Oh, and then we took the train.
Yeah.
That's right. So we had to go into Chamonix to then take the train to Les Ouches. So we decided in all of this, we were like, okay, we're so close to being done.
What do we have? Like 15?
We had like 10 to 15 miles left. Like we didn't have a lot.
No.
And so we decided, why don't we just enjoy our time and let's just get a hotel in Les Houches. And I found this very cheap hotel.
The Rocky Pop.
The Rocky Pop Hotel. And I probably found it the night before when we were eating pizza. And that's why this whole plan happened. But it was like $40 a night for a really nice hotel.
With a restaurant inside.
And the rooms were really nice. Like
yeah.
everybody had great things to say about it, really good reviews. So I was like, dude, let's book this place. And so we decided let's book a few nights and then we'll just slack pack. So there's a bus that takes you to Argentière from Les Houches. So we decided to like, okay, we'll get to the hotel, enjoy our day, and then we'll start the next morning. And did we finish up? We would have finished up that day then that we started.
Yeah, we finished up the next day.
Yeah. And so the Rocky Pop Hotel was fascinating.
Yeah, it has lots of interesting themes, but kind of like retro-y.
Like Star Wars. It was like a movie theme,
Pac-Man,
music theme.
movies, that kind of
games. They had a game room.
thing.
We played pool.
There was a lot happening, and they had awesome burgers.
Oh man, they had a really good restaurant. And
Yeah.
so we were like in heaven for $40 a night. I was like, this is an epic hotel.
Dude, it's hitting the spot.
It was hitting the spot. And so we enjoyed that day, that night.
We trained back.
We trained, I thought it was a bus. Maybe it was a train.
We have to go sit at the train station that morning. And then we take a train all the way to Argentière.
To Argentière.
Yeah.
But then we took a bus, I think, up because there was a bus stop closer to the trail.
Yes, we did bus up closer to the trail. And it's like really misty and foggy this morning.
And you remember there was a whole group of kids?
Yeah, it was like a school group or something on the bus going up there with us.
Yes.
And they were going to go do the same thing. They were going to go like hike on the TMB.
Yeah.
And this is not trail. This is like ladders and some bouldering.
You were climbing.
You were like legit climbing. So I'm glad we were slack packing this day.
Me too. Because our packs were like 40 pounds because we had like all our stuff in them.
We did.
And I just remember, it was a very foggy, ominous feeling type of day.
Day after Halloween.
It's the day after Halloween. And these kids, they started before us because I think we had to get something out of our pack or we were doing something, we always start late. And it's like switchbacks for a while.
And we're in the trees, but we're like climbing up the rock as well.
But what I loved is we passed all these kids. Like, do you remember that? I mean, all of the really fit teenage boys were at the front of their pack. I mean, there was this is like 15 or 20 kids from a high school. And I just remember we start passing all of them until we got to the teenage boys. And they were shocked that this like older couple is passing them. They looked very surprised.
And I got to say, I still take pride in this today. Even though I'm almost 40, I am still in better shape than a lot of 20-year-olds.
Yes, I tell you that all the time when you get so upset about how old you are.
I know.
I have to remind you.
I'm gonna unhumble brag on myself. You know what? Good for me. Good for me.
You.
Good for you too, because you're doing it.
That's right.
You're just pretty pregnant right now.
Yeah, one day I'll get back there.
Especially when you're weight training, carrying a child too.
I know. See, we'll be great.
I know. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll be passing those teenagers again.
I know.
Even in our 40s.
We were passing them in the fog, so maybe they thought we were specters.
They were really confused is all I remember. Like they were just like, why is this older couple passing all of us? Like,
and they have backpacks on.
Yeah. They had nothing. We have backpacks and they had nothing.
It's a day of that. Like the morning is that. Until, I don't know, 11.
Climb.
Yeah. And then the sun finally pushes all the fog up.
And we were up too. We were up high.
Yeah. We were near some of the lifts.
Yes. The
at the
ski
Tramily resort area.
Yeah. The gondolas, like there's all of these, like they have a few gondolas in Chamonix that take you up to the TMB actually.
And it is pronounced gondola, not gondola. I'm just going to say.
Has someone said gondola?
I've heard plenty of people in Colorado calling it gondola.
That is so weird.
And I've even looked it up. And
it's gondola.
You know how you have people like pronounce it on YouTube videos and Google will even pronounce it. It's always gondola. So don't be pretentious and say gondola, please.
Gondola. That's funny. But I just remember we get to the top of where you can see the town of Chamonix. It's amazing. Yeah. And then literally it's downhill the rest of the way to Les Houches, right?
And it is more of the undulating rock climbing that we're doing again. And there was a couple of trail runners out there.
Yeah. Training for TMB.
Dude,
UTMB.
they're freaking crushing it. And what a place to trail run.
I know.
On the downhill stretch, once we finally get out of the alpine and back into the trees, there is a little like single chamois. Like
yes. And it's just
almost on the trail.
And it's right beside us.
And it looks like a statue.
And it's just staring at us. And so I got some pictures of it really close up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like this feeling of like, I don't know. It was just a very spiritual moment.
And again, these are like goat sheep looking things.
And it was so cool. It was just staring at us. Yeah. Like it was very aware of our presence and it was not intimidated at all.
It probably sees people on the regular too.
I'm sure. It was very cool. But it was right before we finished the trail.
Uh-huh.
And also it's getting dark at this point. Because I guess we did end up doing, it was probably like 15 miles.
It was a long day.
We were doing, and the thing was, it wasn't just like hiking. Like we were climbing and taking ladders up and ladders down.
Yeah, and there are yellow arrows painted on the rock that show you which way to go.
To tell you where to go. You're like, am I going the right way? I don't know. I hope so.
Look for the arrows.
Might take you right off a cliff. I don't know.
Anything with the word goat in it automatically grabs my attention, but I'm also kind of partial to watching those fainting goat videos on YouTube. I first came across SkyGOAT, not up in the clouds, but here in Colorado at a sustainability conference and immediately became hooked with the cozy yet lightweight gear that Ram, its founder, comes up with. SkyGOAT creates technically functional, comfortable, and yet stylish apparel built for adventure, travel, and everyday life. Made with custom goat grid recycled fleece fabric and thoughtful design, the gear delivers lightweight warmth, breathability, and all-day comfort wherever the outdoors takes you. I wear my camp hoodie on a near daily basis when it's cold outside. It's cozy, sexy, and it keeps the cold edge off when hiking or when out in the field. Ram is giving away a free beanie, neck gaiter, or even a pair of gloves to one lucky listener. Go start following SkyGOAT on Instagram, tag us at Yeti Walks into Base Camp, and 2 of your friends on your favorite SkyGOAT post, and the first person to do that will be the lucky winner of their choice between a beanie, gaiter, or a pair of gloves. First come, first serve. We'll be sure to reach out to you when you do it. If you like the goat grid feel, you can hike on over to SkyGOATUSA.com for your own hoodie, beanie, gloves, or even a poncho. Plug in the code YETIWALKS20, that's YETIWALKS20 to get 20% off of your entire purchase. Thanks, Ram, for sponsoring this episode and for believing in our show.
And so I do remember we finished in the dark.
We finished in the dark. The trail was littered with all the leaves that were starting to fall because we are
tipping into winter.
And then the trail winds through like the back of a neighborhood here and there. And then it's
so random.
Just dumps you on the road, the same road that we started.
Yeah.
Because we started right by the train, not in Les Ouches with like the cute little starting sign.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of where the train let us off at, right?
Yeah.
And that was the completion of the TMB. There was no crowd shaking cowbells, ringing us in.
Nothing.
Like they would have been for the trail runners.
It was just all quiet.
It was just all quiet.
Quiet.
And then a long walk back to our hotel.
And then we walked back to our hotel.
And you were sick at this point.
So I got whatever you got.
You were sick.
And I wasn't feeling good. So we booked.
We booked the Rocky Pop for like 3
5
nights.
days, I think.
Was it that long?
We were there for so long to the point where I think they were kind of like, are you renewing your...
Are you short-term residents?
Like pretty much we're like, so how long are you staying?
Because we kept
renewing.
We kept adding on another day.
Yeah, because we'd be like, oh, is it available tonight again? And they'd be like, yeah, sure. Okay, great. Can we get another night?
These Americans just posting up in the room eating burgers.
Literally, because we just didn't know what to do. We were like, okay, we've done the TMB. Now what do we do?
Did we go home? Did we go to Ireland?
Yeah. So we were trying to figure out what our next steps were. And it was $40 a night. So we're like, dude, why don't we just...
And whatever you had, it was in your lungs and you have asthma.
Yeah. So it kind of hit me a little bit harder.
So you just stayed in bed for days when I went and did stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you were like running errands or...
Yeah. It wasn't like going out doing fun stuff. It was errands. And we decided
like
on...
laundry.
You remember what we decided on though?
Oh yeah. We decided to go to Italy. So we decided though, we are at the Rocky Pop. We're like, we don't want to stop hiking. We finally are hiking again. This is amazing. So we're like, what do we do? It's winter now. Like it's turning into winter. And they actually got their first snowstorm while we were at the Rocky Pop.
They did.
Man, we hit that window perfect. And so we're looking up trails, I feel like, or something. You were the one who found the GR20.
I did. I'd been eyeballing it for a while because it's the most technical.
That's what it was. So I didn't look at anything to do with this trail because I was sick. And Wesley, see, this is where I should not have let Wesley plan a hike for us because he didn't think about any of the dangers that could go with it.
Yeah, I did.
You said, I mean, there might be some challenges. That was your response to the GR20.
There might be a little bit of rock climbing.
Yeah, that. And he goes, yeah, it's apparently the hardest trail.
No, I said the most technical.
It's the most technical trail in Europe. And a lot of people said it was one of the hardest trails in Europe.
Yeah. It's a point to point across the island of Corsica.
The island of Corsica, and it's like 100 something miles.
And Corsica is an island in Italy that you have to ferry to.
No, France. Italy or France. It's technically it's French.
That's right. So it is a French island. Sorry,
but you can take a boat from either Italy or France to Corsica.
But wasn't it cheaper to do it from France?
Yes.
And so that's where we're going to leave you with Corsica for now. I think the shenanigans that happen, way more shenaniganery than what happened on the TMB. So it deserves its own independent episode that we'll talk about. And that'll be coming up soon-ish. And if you don't know what the GR20 is, go and look it up. It's pretty intense.
It's terrifying.
Thanks for listening to our TMB tale here. Do you feel like we like discussed everything enough? Do we want to talk about how we felt after it?
So I think I would tell anyone that's thinking about the TMB to do it. Like do it.
Yes.
And the other thing I would say is don't hire a tour guide.
Yeah, don't do that.
I mean, it's fine for some people to hire a tour guide. It is. I get it.
The slack packing is really nice.
Yeah. Like, but at the same time, like, honestly, that trail is set up where you don't have to hire a tour guide. Like you can just go and do it and plan it.
Yeah, that's right. I guess you can still go to the refuges in the normal season.
You can book it yourself. You don't have to have someone do it for you.
Yeah.
And also I think it's just, if you've done a lot of hiking in your life or backpacking, you can plan this by yourself. It wasn't difficult.
Yeah. And you can
it's
definitely.
It's a pretty easy trail.
In a manner of speaking, for sure. And you can do it in the shoulder seasons too. I wouldn't recommend any Joe Blow or Susie Q just going and thinking that they can do it in the winter because it would be dangerous.
Yeah. Those those climbs are definitely.
They can be sketchy, especially above Chamonix. Like, do not do that in the winter.
Oh God, no.
Unless you are highly, highly experienced in mountaineering.
You need to be a mountaineer.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say simple, I mean it's a simple thing to plan.
Yes,
like
it is.
They have it set up a system where you can try and book these refugees, and if you're not refuges, sorry, and if you're not able to book it, a lot of times you can camp outside the refuge because there's just so many people doing it, but. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that if you've been thinking about doing it, do it. It's a gorgeous trail.
Yeah.
It's a life-changing trail.
The hardest part of the TMB is getting there and getting back if you don't live like in Western Europe.
Correct.
Like, honestly, that's it.
Yeah, I think so too. It's a lot of logistics to get there.
It's about 110 miles or so. It's a loop. Takes you through 3 countries. Like, you don't need a visa for any of them. You can just go and do it and just look at the route ahead of time and get the map on Far Out and just know that shit ain't accurate.
No. Well, and it says it's 104 miles. Maybe it was 110 for us because we went into Argentière.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, it's between 100 and 110 miles.
And it is truly one of the most lovely trails I think I've ever experienced. It was amazing.
Oh, definitely. I think it compared to combine like the Sierras and the North Cascades together and stick
with no fires or snow.
With no fires or snow and stick some cute little villages around it. And that is the TMB.
And also it really taught me that it's like, be spontaneous. I mean, we were very spontaneous in doing that and just jumping on a plane and going. And we had the flyer miles to do it and we had the time to do it and we had the finances to do it. So we're like, why not?
Yeah.
But I would say, like do it if you're thinking about it.
Yeah. And again, we didn't listen to all the naysayers and there is definitely knowledge from crowds, right? But we just received a lot of naysayers. And when you looked at their profiles, a lot of them represented tour guide groups. So they
really? I didn't know that.
So they definitely had a little bit of, stake in the game there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Not all of them, but several of them were.
Oh, see, you were over that in the Facebook stuff. I didn't see any of it, so I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you that.
No, you never told me that.
But yeah, I would say use a healthy dose of caution, but plan your trip. And you don't have to use the tour guide groups. But if you want to, you can. And we're not going to tell you not to support local industry.
Yeah, of course, support local. I just think if you're someone that has done a ton of backpacking,
yeah,
it's like planning a vacation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you just have to plan out where you want to camp, the towns you're going into, how much resupply you're going to do.
Yeah. Key takeaway or highlight from the T&B for you, whichever one you want to do.
I would do it again in a heartbeat, but I would not do it in season.
No?
I don't want all the people.
Would you do would you do clockwise?
Yeah, I'd do it clockwise next time.
Would you?
I think this is one that we should do with Monty.
That would be so cute.
I think this would be a great one to do with Monty.
Oh, yeah. That would really be fun.
Yeah. So I think this is the takeaway for me is I would do this trail again.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do it in season though.
That is my takeaway too.
Really?
Yeah. But my high was the little market in La Contamine.
That market was magical.
They had like these little carts that some horses had pulled up, and the carts are just like full of cheese and saucisson,
and baguettes
and fresh produce.
It was amazing.
It was just a cool experience.
And all these people just came out of the woodworks of the town and were
because the sun came out and it quit raining.
Yeah,
that was my high.
Oh man, that's a good high.
Yeah,
I think my high was just getting to climb up to these beautiful alpine views.
Yeah.
And then just turning around and seeing them and just being like, this just looks otherworldly. Like
sure.
Every single piece of that trail shows you a different angle of the Alps. Like it's just stunning. So I think my high was just getting to see just how beautiful the Alps are.
Definitely, man. I would go back and see them again in a heartbeat.
100%.
And the Pyrenees.
Yeah, I know we need to do the Italian Alps.
The Italian Alps. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, you guys, thanks so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed our part 3 of the TMB.
Yeah. Even though one part of it was technically Mexico, but it led us to the TMB. So that felt important to say.
Yes, because we weren't planning on doing the TMB until all the Mexico stuff happened. So yeah. I'm glad, we might have just gone home if we hadn't even, I don't know, like Mexico pushed us into a place of like, what else could we do that's hiking related?
Thank you, Puerto Escondido.
Thank you.
Yes. And thank you for listening. Thanks to the Fire Once Lost. We're here because why are we here these days? Why do we continue our podcast?
I don't know, babe. I'm the wrong person to ask right now. I'm sitting here with a huge belly.
That's a great question. We're here because we like to run our mouths. How about that?
We're here because we like to share our adventures with you guys. And we want you to, we hope it gives you a piece of information that you can take with you.
Yeah.
And also to level the playing field of like, you can do this. Anyone can do this. If you feel a call to the wild, just go.
Let's go do the thing.
So hopefully our podcast encourages you to just go.
And if you want, you can always share our podcast with other folks too. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you listening.
Yeah, thank you guys. And thank you so much to our editor, Charlotte, for editing this episode.
Yeah. And Charlotte, whether you're out there hiking the Tour Du Mont Blanc, the PCT, or walking your cute little white husky on a trail in your backyard, it doesn't matter what trail you're on, because at the end of the day, we're all just outside walking. Just wanted to let you know that here at our show, Yeti Walks into Base Camp, we don't use AI for anything. AI has detrimental impacts on our environment, and we just don't want any part of it. So just know that when you're listening to our episodes, each one is hand edited by our team with talent and integrity. Thanks for listening.